In the previous movie, I described a set of 4 scenarios, assigning probabilities and values of that scenario to each one. And our goal is to calculate the expected value of each of the scenarios and then also for the entire project. So I'll start in cell D2, and the expected value of a particular scenario is the probability multiplied by the value. So in D2, I'll type equal, and I have B2 times C2 and enter. So we have 18% of 30,000, which is $5,400. And now I can copy that formula down so that I have the same calculation for the other scenarios. So with cell D2 selected, I will drag the fill handle down, cover the other cells, and I can see that I have 5% or 1/20th of 60,000 is 3,000, 1/3 of 5,000 is 1,650, and 44% of 10,000 is 4,400. Note that the values for scenarios 3 and 4 are negative. That's why they're in parentheses. To find the total expected value, we want to add up all of the expected values from the individual scenarios. So I'll click cell D6, press Alt equal, which creates an auto sum formula, D2 to D5, looks good, enter, and I get an expected value of 2,350. And we can also do a cross-check to make sure our probabilities add up to 100 by also creating an auto sum formula in B6, so Alt equal and enter, and they do add up to 100%, so everything looks good. So we have an expected value of $2,350. It is a positive value, but the question is whether we would want to go forward with it given the high probability of failure. If we look at the probabilities for scenarios 3 and 4, we see that 77% of the time we are going to lose money. However, if we assume that our initial investment is $10,000, then 2,350 represents about a 23.5% return. So, based on your tolerance for risk, you might want to go ahead with this project. However, if you have other projects that might return a lower expected value, but have higher probability of success, then you might choose to go in that direction. And that's what makes business so challenging.